Hey everyone, Don and Ash here,
Hello.
back for another reaction video. This time we're checking out the next video in our NF journey. This one is intro. So somebody had mentioned that we missed a video, but we did not. We're just following the playlist in order.
Yes.
This playlist says the NF journey proper order, so I'm going to trust the proper order. But yeah, without further ado, let's hop into this one. I'm excited. I know I've heard the song before, but honestly, I can't remember exactly what it is. Like there's so many there's so many genres that I cycle between consistently that I just forget everything, after like a day.
I was like, I don't think I've heard this one.
You've heard it,
I
yeah.
was like, is this gonna be one of those ones where I just
No,
don't know the name?
she's heard it. She like every NF song that I've heard, Ash has heard. But it's hard to remember the names. Honestly, it's easier to like remember them visually because the stories are so iconic. Like the visuals are so iconic.
Yeah, or like if there's certain verses or chorus and stuff like that. So I guess my mind will get triggered when I hear
All right,
it.
let's hop in and see what it's all about.
Let's go.
You look so young, actually. So like this being one of his oldest videos, it's funny that like he never like ventured far away from that theme of making sure every video is really cinematic.
You're thinking and moving. Now picture me writing when I was a kid trying to make it in music. I think it is crazy. I spent all my money on studio time trying to get on my music so people could play it. Keep it 100, my music was terrible. Learn to get better the more that I made. Go back to my Moments album. Most of you people, you probably don't know what I'm saying. Hold up. What you
Look at this
now?
neighborhood.
Trying to figure me out. I grab on that microphone, jump in the crowd. They was laughing at me. Who they laughing at now? Huh? I laugh at myself. Some people they looking like wow. The moment you told me that you was a rapper, I couldn't believe it. You believe it now? Step in the booth and I'm murdering. You never heard of a rapper that killer like I do. I sleep on the couch in the studio, stay up till 3 in the morning and write till I gamble. The moment I wake up, I feel like I don't even sleep and I'm ready to put on my record. Well, thank you for buying. Maybe you burned it, but either way, I'm gonna wreck it. I look at the industry, look what it did to me. You'll never make it if you never grind. You put a whole lot of money into it. You better be ready to give it your time. I look at the past several years of my life and I promise you I've been giving it mine. Try to keep up with this. I'm not a puppet, no string on my back. I'm one of a kind. Music is changing, no way to tame this. I am an artist. Look what I painted. Hang up the caution tape, I'm dangerous. Does anyone know where my brain is? Rappers are comfortable knowing they're famous, but I really don't care what your name is, and I really don't care if I'm nameless. Y'all just driving around. I know what my lane is. Hockey, not competitive. This is a job for me, it's adrenaline. Don't try to box me, and I am Mayweather. Come in the ring, my punches are way better. I never drink, but I live in these bars. The moment you blink is the moment you lost. Say you a king, who put you in charge? Care what you think, I'll break in your car. Climbing on top of it, sound the alarm, and wake up the neighborhood, rap in your yard, and carry the speakers up under my heart. So you can sleep in on me, I'm at large. No, but the jokes, I ain't joking. You come in the session with me, I'ma show you what dope is. And when I say dope, I ain't talking about smoking, I'm talking about music that has an emotion. I look at this mic, it's part of my family. Take it away, I'm coming to find you. I've been through a lot of my life, and it's hard to get people to listen when no one's behind you. And then Capital came in the picture and gave me a shot. And look at it now, I look at the team I'm dealing with. These people ain't playing around. Looking back, I got a lap. I was in a whole different place a year ago. I look at the math, I look at the map, and thank you God, I swear it's a miracle. And I'm sorry, but I gotta leave. But man, this track was beautiful. The least I can do if I murder a beat is take the time to go to his funeral.
So like, I think this was one of the first NF songs that we heard in a playlist. But it's been so long since we heard that one. I feel like there's like ones that we consistently go back to listening to, and if I there's a couple things that I want to focus on in this song specifically. I feel like just like the first one we listened to, all I have, it seems like he was rapping as if he had something to prove. And I feel like
Right.
a lot of new artists that come onto the scene, even though he probably was rapping for a while before being known at this level, I feel like he really is rapping like he has something to prove. And that's not a bad thing. It's just like when you hear some of his newer songs, it's like in his own mind, he's convinced himself he's made it, so he doesn't have to flex as hard.
Yeah,
That
yeah.
that's that. I guess that's what I'm trying to say. I love how, like I said in the beginning of the video, they they being his team or whoever he's decided to work with, he's always kept that the visuals are very important. Even though the editing in this video is very basic, like they only pretty much use the distortion effect where like the frame was cut up and like jagged and
Yeah.
like going against itself. They used it very tastefully. They didn't overuse it, and I really think for being one of those videos where the videographer is just probably maybe on a gimbal or it could be handheld. They did a really good job at making it not over boisterous. Like some videos when you're
Yeah.
rapping and the camera's like imagine you're with camera and then the camera's
Yeah,
like
and
doing
you're
this.
like, can you not
Yeah,
at the
you know what
same
I mean?
like, yeah.
So I think that this from not only the rapping but the visuals is just very tasteful.
Yeah.
They sewed it up very nicely.
Yeah, I totally agree. I actually I didn't actually recognize it, to be honest. Nothing really triggered my memory from before.
No, I didn't
So
recognize it. I know we've heard this one, but it's been so long that it felt brand new to me as
it
well.
felt brand new. Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't recognize it all, but I do appreciate again the storytelling of just like the never give up attitude that he has. Like he's said he was like spending all his money on studio time, and just like always getting back in there sort of thing.
It's funny that like I've said this in videos before, and just to corroborate what you're saying, not to cut you off or anything,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
like um I am an artist who's worked for myself, as some of you have heard in our previous videos for a while now, I guess, and it's just like nothing ever seems to go the way that you want it or planned it, and it's funny that like even there's times that I've maybe want to give up, but like somehow it's like the universe keeps pushing me back into that direction, right? And it's like I felt that from this video as well. It's
Yeah.
like when you just brought up that line specifically, I was spending all my studio time. It's like when you are an artist who wants it as bad as only you can judge, right? Only you
Yeah.
can judge for yourself. When you're an artist who wants it as bad as you want it, it just really seems like the universe, after a while, starts just like no matter what you do, when you try to get away from it, the universe is like, no, no, no,
So no, come back,
yeah,
come back. I promise, come back.
this is soul food for you, and it just seems to keep whether it's like new opportunities opening up for you or new doors opening up for you. It's just like
Yeah,
sometimes it's hard to ignore. So, um, I'm so happy that we know uh new NF, and I'm so happy that we can go back and appreciate old NF
for sure.
to start to really fill in and start to really fill in our appreciation for
Yeah,
lack of better words, the NF journey.
yeah, yeah. I feel like it's
His
only.
artistic journey, I guess, is a better way to say
Yeah,
it.
I feel like we already have such appreciation for him, and his craft that I feel like it's only going to get deeper from here on out as we progress through it.
Yeah.
Um, I think another line that kind of stood out to me was like, he was like, "No, I know what my lane is," which again I feel like just solidifies.
Just before that, I just want to help you with the line. Before that, he said, "The rest of you are all driving around, but I know what my line is or lane
My
is.
lane
Lane is,
is,
yeah,
yeah. Yeah, and I feel like that's such a good solidifier for him being like, "No, I know this is my path. This is what I want to do. This is my passion. Like that's what my heart and soul is going to go into and like that's what I'm going to try to follow like so deeply, like no matter what."
yeah." I would actually love
Yeah.
I would love to interview him. I think that my questions come from a place of wanting to understand another artist's struggle who
Yeah,
gave everything to be where they are. Like
completely.
those are the artists that I would truly want to connect with in life. Um, it's not that you know, it's not that I don't want to talk to artists who never went through the struggle as well, but it inspires. I feel like me personally a lot more when you can relate to
Yes.
your struggles are not entirely the same, but you can just relate to each other's trials and tribulations, and can
Yeah.
respect each other's journey and where you've gotten to. I think that's when artists really connect, and that's when magic happens, right?
It's
So
like I'm like this is gonna sound silly, but I'm like that kind of gave me goosebumps. Just to like yeah, it's I mean again, I don't care how silly that is. Like that's totally it. Like I fully agree like when you can connect as an artist to another artist on that level or just someone in general, but um when you guys can come from that same kind of creative struggle and you just sort of get each other. It's another level of like creative understanding.
yeah, like I just want to end thing. I guess I want to say is that, or maybe one of the other things I want to say is that when I was in a band, maybe like within the last 5 years now, it was one of the most fun times of my life. Like, we just literally, you could not like forget music theory and all that stuff. It's literally about going back into like childhoodness and just being wondrous with each other. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Just being completely kind of like innocent and willing to make mistakes with each other and willing to build something with each other. It's the most humbling thing.
Yeah,
It doesn't have to be music. It can be artwork. It
for
can be
sure.
it can be any sort of artistic collaboration. It doesn't even have to be artistic. It's in a different format for some people. Some people experience this through like business collaborations.
Yeah.
But whatever it is, humans connecting and working together is the greatest thing. So back to the NF and his rap video. I love that Capital gave him a chance.
Yes.
I think he's still with Capital because I think one of his new videos has the Capital logo on it. So amazing. Whoever were the people who gave him a chance, good on you because you should have.
I agree.
Yeah. So just a couple things I want to bring up as maybe Ash has something to say. A couple of the video things. So I was just gonna let this play in the background, and I really appreciated the environment that he shot in.
Yeah.
With the distortion effect, it makes you kind of appreciate, like, I'm having goosebumps right now. I don't even know why, but it makes you like appreciate that it feels like he came from a place that's just like, I'm not trying to like make fun of this area or anything. I don't even know where it is. It's somewhere in the States. I'm assuming he lives in the States, but what am I trying to say? That it's like, it looks like it's a place that is struggling, and you
Yeah.
can see his fire out of a place that's struggling. Like
Yeah.
when an artist, it's just like when you may be aware of an artist who doesn't have much, but they're still trying so hard to squeeze every little bit of moisture out of that rag. They're trying so hard to do everything they can
Yeah.
to push their envelope forward. That's just kind of the feeling I get from the direction of this music video. I also smiled at this part because I noticed that like someone's trying to drive
The
down.
van? Yeah.
Like, it looked like a Prius or something. He's trying to drive down lane. They're probably like, get out of this road, little boy.
Yeah, it was so funny too because like actually before that happened, I had it in my head. I was thinking, I'm like, I wonder if like anybody's like kicking around the area sort of thing.
Just
you
looking
know?
outside.
And then literally a few frames later, we see that van.
Yeah, and then like
Or
it
car.
cut to the next clean frame where the car wasn't in it.
Yeah.
That's so funny though. Like videographer, I've been on set and these things, and videographer probably is just like as enough rapping. Probably videographer probably like, oh, yo, car. And
Yeah.
then NF heard him but had to just finish his line.
Had to, yeah.
No, it was absolutely fantastic. I thought this was really funny too with the huge two speakers. I'm
Yeah.
like, his face there is just so, he's like, "Arr!" It just looks so funny. So,
Yeah.
someone actually said it's hard to get a read on you guys because when you smile, it comes off fake. I'm like, dude, there's so many things to smile about in these videos.
Yeah.
I'm like, from appreciating the skill to appreciating the fact that as a videographer, I can appreciate the actual process of even
And-
making this.
And I think that's totally it. Like, even though maybe in this or maybe some of his future songs that we get into, like, he's definitely speaking about some serious things, right? Some serious topics and emotions, that sort of thing. And I think sometimes, yeah, I think sometimes even though we may have like a smile on our face, regardless of how the extent of it, it's just like it's very humbling for us as again artists to relate to that. So it kind of puts a smile on. I'm gonna speak for myself. It kind of puts a smile on my own heart to be like I can smile that I get that, right? It's more of an empathy, I get you sort of thing than a like smiling. I'm having a great time enjoying this. Like I'm still
Yeah.
having a great time enjoying it, but it's so much on a deeper level that we feel that we're more humbled than anything to appreciate and see that he's had the courage and been able to share his story and his struggle with the world like he has.
Well, yeah, no, it's not every. I mean, it's it is definitely humbling. I feel like not, artists share differently, so humbling isn't a static thing for me. It's people can share their experiences in a different way. It can be humbling for them in different ways.
For sure.
But yeah, no, I absolutely love that he's he and every other artist that we ever like has shared their journeys and been willing to put themselves out in the world because it's super nerve wracking. Just gonna say that. But anyways, that wraps it up for this one. This one's a little bit too long. We've been ranting a little bit too long now. Excellent music video, excellent song.
Yes.
From the beginning, he was madly talented, and I feel like one of the things that we're gonna really enjoy is maybe to see his style change up a little bit as
Yes.
he's rapping through the ages.
Definitely.
So, wicked. That's all I gotta say. 10 out of 10 as always. Love this dude. You guys let us know what your favorite moments are from this video. From any standpoint, videographer standpoint, you're an artist, you're a rapper, you're a producer,
Yeah.
anything like that. Any part of the process, you're in the industry, you're working through it yourselves. Let us know where you're at. And as always, please like, share, and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one. All right, bye.
Bye.